Hello, creative friend. Shami here. I'm so happy to be with you and part of the Winter Journal Challenge hosted by Kira Create. So, for my prompt, I picked soundtracks of the season, and I thought of a really wonderful time in my life, or a very peaceful one at least, when I used to sing in my choir, and we had a beautiful organ in our church, and I was in the choir for most of my younger years, and we would sing Angels I Have Heard on High, and I just love just how beautiful that is, especially with the organ. Sometimes we would have like accompaniments like flutes and violins, and it's just such a beautiful song, and I always listen to it during the holiday season, and it's just a beautiful song. And I'm going to just take paper scraps. I'm working in my altered book journal, and I'm going to create just a mixed media background. So I have lots of like neutral kind of just pieces of paper that I picked. I did pick some music that I found, some vintage music that I have to add, and then I'm going to use some washi tape and just kind of use some matte medium to make sure that everything stays. And I'm going to create just a simple background. Another cool thing that kind of reminded me of this angel theme, which I love angels. I think they're such a beautiful symbol for humanity of just hope and loving each other and just protection, that I wanted to make a page in honor of that. Is that I used to have this, my grandma used to have this stencil of an angel, and she would sometimes like put powdered sugar over it and on top of her cakes, and then push it up, and you'd have this beautiful symbol of an angel with like pound cake. And I love that stencil. I love staying every year because I knew that I would get a delicious piece of pound cake that had a beautiful symbol on it. So now I let that dry. I'm going to sketch out just a simple shape for my angels. So I start out with kind of a rectangular shape, and I add kind of a wavy line at the end. Then I'm going to do like a simple circle and add maybe some hair, just to kind of know where that is, where I can put the wings, and then I'm going to add wings on the side. So I just make kind of like a U shape, and then I'm going to add just the bottom of the wings. If you want like an in-depth tutorial on how to do angels, I do have a really affordable angel class where we do two kinds of angels because I love them. So I find reasons to make them. But this stencil, the funny part of it is that it's kind of separated, so the wings are separated from the body, but it just brings back really great memories. So I'm just going to take some white and kind of mask out the shape. So really simple. So really you don't need to have any painting skills for this, right? You can just kind of go around those shapes that you drew, and you can just mask out your beautiful angel. And this is very abstract. That's what I wanted, and I just love the way that it turns out. So I'm just using some white paint. I am going to add a little bit of brown to the white paint, to coffee, just to kind of dye it a little bit and age it. And I'm going to separate those wings from the body, just like on that old stencil that I had, and I'm just going to kind of go in and draw the face. You can add much more details to this if you want, but I was just reminded of that beautiful stencil that I loved on cakes. But I love this song. It has really beautiful lyrics, and I'm going to take a little bit of copper paint and add that to the wings just to make them pop off the page a little bit. So this is a super simple technique. I am always inspired by music, all kinds of music, and I just love the symbolism of angels, that they're these creatures that protect us, and we're meant to be angels to each other. So hopefully during this season we remember that and we do that, that we're meant to be messengers of hope and love to each other. So I love that. And I'm just going to add some gold copper foil, and I'm going to put down a little bit of the matte medium and just really pop up those wings so they pop out. And this was a very simple page, but I really loved how it turned out. It turned out really nice, and I love how it looks. And it's just a great memory. Definitely I had some good memories, especially singing in the choir, and I learned a lot of really beautiful music and how to read music, and it was just a beautiful time for me when I was growing up. So I am happy that I captured that memory. So I'm just going to add a little bit of copper there, and we had kind of this balcony. I'm going to darken up the front of her a little bit, and then you let that dry, and then I'm just going to take the dry brush after everything has dried, and I'm just going to remove that copper very, very easily. And then I wanted to decide where I was going to put lyrics. So here I have just a metallic pen, and I'm going to just add the words, my favorite words from the songs and from this particular song. And I used to love when we started out. And then the part that I love is the Gloria in a Chelsea Tadeo. It's so beautiful, and you kind of go high, and it was just beautiful. We had a balcony, so it like echoed, so you could really hear it. And we were kids, but we were a fabulous children's choir, very diverse. I was very lucky to go to a Catholic church that was super diverse. We had people of all different nationalities, and I really, now that I see that, I just see how beautiful that was, and how amazing it was to just be able to sing with all of those amazing kids. So I'm going to go in and just write the first lyrics of the song, or the lyrics that I love the most, and then I'm going to add some dots just to kind of bring it out. And that was just a mistake that I made with this paint pen, but I decided, you know what, I'm going to add like a border around. So I decided to use the pin at first, and then I'm just going to go in with that Access copper paint that I have. But that's basically it. It's a very simple page, simple technique. If you don't want to do angels, you can do other things that symbolize just a simple shape or simple motif around the season, and just add it around. So very, very beautiful. And I'm just going to go around the edge and just make that pop, make it shiny and beautiful. I think that I see angels as very like kind of heavenly creatures, right? Because that's what they are. Definitely we could learn from them to be kinder to each other and understand each other better and be there for each other. So I just wanted to kind of make that really pop. But I hope that you enjoy this, my prompt, and this collaboration. I know that there's going to be some amazing artists, and we're so happy to be with you. I love all things winter, so I am definitely going to be following along. And I'm just going to take a thin black pen and just kind of outline the shapes just to make them pop a little bit. I don't even think that was necessary, but I just like a scribbly line. So I'm going to add that too. And like I said, if you are interested in angels, I do have an affordable angel class, and I will maybe create a stencil too that you can download if you're not comfortable drawing your own angel too. That's available to you too. But it was so great joining you. I did add a little bit of a halo on this angel. I don't know if you can really tell, it kind of blends in, but I can see it. I just made like a curved line around the head shape, and I wanted her to have a little bit, or her or him to have a little bit of a darker skin tone. So that's why I added just the instant coffee, but your angel can look however you want, right? That's the beautiful part about it. But I was thinking of an amazing, Black woman that I knew that was a part of the choir, that was an angel to me, that gave me some really beautiful words of wisdom and always encouragement and love. So that's what we're meant to be to each other too. So I'm happy that I got to meet her and that she was such a huge influence in my life. So I am going to add the final details, and that's it. Make sure you check out all the other creators. There's a link in the description of this video, and happy holidays to you with whatever you celebrate, and I wish you all the best. Bye bye. Happy creating.